Ooh, I can be so good too, but you 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 can be so good too. I can be so good too, and I can be so good too, but you can be so taking me. I can be so good too, and I can be so fearing you. And now can be so good too on my dear leader. I can be so good too. I never been alone. I can see what you but you down. I close to you. I can be so good too. I need you to know that. But you like me. I can see. But you can be so good too. It's time to illicit affairs. I can be so good you. Can be so good you. It's time to illicit affairs. I can be so good. I can be so good you. Can be so illicit affairs you. Ah, ah, ah. So could do me from could do me from could me from can be so good you can be so good you. I can see what you can be so because of you and now can be so on my son so bright. I can be so good you are my lady leader. I can be so good you on my hand cause I'm you can be so good you. This time can be so good you. It can be so illicit affairs. I can be so good you and now can be so good you and now can be so feel you every time illicit affairs. I can be so good, can be so close. I can be so feel you illicit illicit affairs. I can be so good you illicit affairs. I can be so good you on my time. I can be so good, you on my dreaming. I can be so good, you on my show me up. Is scout me up. Is fairly good, but you down. I can be so good, you and no can be, and no can be, but you down. I can be so taking me over me again, over it again. I can be so good, you. It can be so illicit affairs. I can be so good, you come up and play. I can be so good, you illicit affairs. I can be so good, you me. I can be so being good. I can be so illicit affairs. Can be so time. I can be so time. Illicit affairs. I can be so good too. Illicit, illicit affairs.